Pope Leo XIV, the 267th pontiff of the Catholic Church.
And here you can see the moment that he was introduced to the world as the new pope, where he was met with a roar of applause and cheers from all of those who had gathered for that occasion. Such an iconic spot in our world, and certainly the center of the Catholic universe right now.
The leader of, I believe, 1.4 billion Catholics worldwide. Right. We'd like to welcome Professor Paul Murphy with us now. He's from Carroll University. He joined us in the 4 o'clock hour as well. Professor, thank you for spending so much time with us today on this historic day. It's been a big one.
It has been a big one.
It's a wonderful day.
What do you think?
Well, I was shocked and pleased when I heard the news. I hadn't imagined that they would elect an American, and he is just, I think, a wonderful successor to Peter and to Pope Francis.
Yeah. You were telling us in the 4 o'clock hour that you, too, are from Chicago.
That's correct.
We also spoke that, believe it or not, there are casinos that actually place odds on these sort of things. And really, this came out of left field. No one expected it. What's your reaction having the Chicago connection? This is one of yours.
Well, it's a wonderful thing to know this. I also had an uncle who was an Augustinian priest in the same order.
Wow.
So there's a strong family connection with that group. But I really think that this is important for the church as a whole. It is somebody who is actually quite global in his outlook, someone who spent most of his life outside of the United States. He's also a citizen of Peru. Who's lived in Rome for many years now. So this is an exciting moment, not only for the church, but for many other people as well.
Yeah.
Well, for the church, this could be a pivotal moment, or not. Where do you think he will guide the church going forward?
I think he is somebody who's going to be very much in the mode of Francis in terms of content, but he is a much more low-key person, much more reserved. He probably will say fewer things off the cuff. I noticed that he read his opening statement from notes that he was holding in his hand. But nevertheless, I think he's a man very much committed to inclusion, to welcoming everyone that he can, to showing the mercy of God, and to engaging in a way of being church that includes many people, who listens to people, who talks to people.
I find it fascinating that he's the first American pope ever to be selected. For so long, it was always viewed that America was powerful enough and they didn't need someone in this position as well. What do you think it says, not just perhaps about the state of the Catholic Church, but perhaps world affairs as well, that at this moment it was right for an American pope?
Well, I think what it showed is that he had so many of the other characteristics that they wanted, that he was the person they went with. It was interesting that in Europe itself, you started hearing some people in Italy and France saying he was the least American of the American cardinals.
Wow.
Because of his experience in Peru and in Rome. So, I mean, he really is a person with a global outlook.
Well, of course, in the Latin background of Pope Francis, it's a nice transition period as well.
Yes, that's right. Certainly. And certainly his coming from Peru most immediately means that he basically knew all the bishops of Latin America and Francis as well.
All right, Dr. Paul Murphy, thanks so much for your
Thank you very
insights.
much for having me.
Appreciate it.
Great insight.